Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is Krom, the French Iran. It has been a very long time since I haven't casted in English, as you may have noticed, on my YouTube channel. And yeah, I'm pretty sure if you're only an English speaker, you should have been asking yourself like, "Oh my God, but what is going on? Why is only French rubbish on this channel? Like, this guy is only talking about this weird tournament, about the global forum league, and about other stuff, and I don't understand at all. So I'm so disappointed, and I'm going to leave and see other shootcasters, which are more cool and less French anyway." Yeah, so yeah, this is how it has been going. I know I've been focusing a lot on French videos these days, and I know I haven't produced a lot of videos. Probably because I'm very busy. I've been very busy during the last 2 months. You know, it was the exams, and I had some holidays to plan, and I had other tournaments which I had to plan, and I was trying to join some French team as well. So all of this was very complicated, and I had less time to focus on English videos. But from now I will start to produce a little bit more of English videos, even if they're still not going to be a lot, obviously, because most of my public is from the France, and they prefer to follow my videos in French, I assume, right? But still, I will try for the following months to produce more strategic analysis, more pro videos with more analytics, and at the same time still focusing on my French activities. So I'll still, if you're interested, I still stream on Friday for my new team, the Starfair Gaming. So I stream around 8 p.m. at the time of England and 9 p.m. at the time of France. Um, so yeah, don't hesitate to follow me. There are all my information on my channel, so don't hesitate to take a look. Right now we're going to focus on this game. So this is a game from the Acer Story Cup. Yeah, Acer Team Story Cup. That's right. And this is a team fight. So the functioning, it's two team. So here you have Millennium versus Team Liquid, two very famous team. Um, Liquid, as you probably know, which is one of the most famous teams in the world with evil geniuses, and on the other end, Millennium, the ex-team of Stefano, and a very famous French team. And one of these major player is Dayshi, which you may see right now. So Dayshi is one of the best French Terran, in my opinion. And on the other end, you have Liquid TLO, which is getting very strong this day. It has been very far ahead in the last WCS and the last tournament. So don't hesitate to take a look, because I know it has been a long time since since TLO. Sorry, I haven't done anything exciting in tournament, but I have the feeling that it's starting to get more and more powerful and skillful in the next extension out of the storm. So right now we have this little Reaper trying to do a little bit of Aras. As you may have seen, it was a spawning pool, and then after archery, and no, it was an archery and then a spawning pool, which explain why this Reaper has been allowed to get 2 kills. So this is what happened if you're Zerg, and if you're in pool after the archery in the new extension. The Reaper can take 1 or 2 kills, having a little bit of fun, get free exploration. And still, another Reaper has been produced. So both of these Reaper are going to give Dayshi a bit of map control, which is a very important point at this state of the game. Because if Dayshi is allowed to deny any circling vision, therefore he can go on any all-in he would like behind that. And on the other end, the Zerg, as long as he doesn't have speed link, cannot take the map control. It's just impossible because there are too many Reapers, unless of course he make a bunch of, like, I don't know, 30 Zergling, but it would be a really rubbish choice, right? And so Dayshi can still keep harassing, and as you may see, TLO has decided to mine only on 1 gus, so the speedling will start only just now, and it's already late timing, around 6-minute marks. This choice is a bit rational, of course, because you're still a Zerg and still want to drone as much as possible, and you know that behind the Reaper there's very few chances that the Terran player is going to inflict a lot of damage to you, so you don't really need that much of the metabolic boost. Actually, right now you may see that Dayshi has been going for an orbital command, and behind that he's going for factory reactor and another CC. So this is very macro play, what we are seeing right now from Dayshi. But at the same time, it will still produce with this Reaper and Aliens a bit of harass and will prevent the Zerg to get out of his base as long as possible. So this is very interesting, right? Because as long as Dayshi can keep doing some pressure on the Zerg cannot safely see what's going on. Oh, this is a very good micro here we are from Dayshi. He's keep getting some kills, and only one Reaper has been killed so far. If we take a look at the resources, 375 against 100, so definitely cost-efficient tactic from Dayshi. So right now we see that TLO is going for third bases, and behind that he is going to work on his upgrades. This is not a very hard-taking upgrades into the lair. You may see that he only got 2 cases. Or this is a very nice surround from TLO. Is able to get rid of any of his aliens, as you may see, as soon as the Speedling finish, he's been able to crush this army pretty easily, and he was even able to cancel this Spinecrawler and get more drone thanks to that. And now the situation is completely opposite. Now that TLO has the Speedling, he can take the control over the map and get put some pressure over his opponent. Oh, very nice mine here, we may see from Dayshi. Another mine which eventually crushes the Speedling, and this is very nice move. Again, another mine, but TLO has been more careful and not waste all of his Zergling add-ons. I think that Dayshi will be able to hold off right now. Oh, unfortunately the splash damage of the mine is also very painful for Dayshi himself, and he's going to lose a lot of SCV on this move. So, as you may see it, at the moment where Dayshi decided to keep putting pressure, and suddenly Speedling has been out around the 8-minute mark, and Dayshi was completely unprotected. His only defense was the Reaper and the aliens, and because he has been for an orbital command after that, he wasn't able to hold off that much. And now resourceless, we see that Dayshi is now behind. And he has lots, a bit of SCV, not that much as I could afford, but still, it's still a lot. And now he's on 43 against 58. So overall, I would say that TLO is handling pretty well this game. He has been able to hold off against the aggression of Reaper and aliens, and it could have been much. He could have suffered much more if he wouldn't have been careful. But behind that, he has been able to counter pretty easily and crush his opponent. And now Dayshi is going for another push with some middle mines. Oh, the Overlord, the splash damage of the mine have been crushing some of the units while attacking this Overlord. So. Well played by TLO on this move. And now TLO is going to play very careful, putting some Spore Crawler and Spine Crawler. So Spore Crawler plus the Oversee will allow TLO to get rid of the mines pretty easily. And we may see that Dayshi is going for a very EV tech factory army composition. So you have a lot of tanks on the way, but honestly I don't really like this from a mech player, because you may see that he's wiring the units once at once, like there is one mine arriving, then another tanks and another tanks, and the problem with that is you don't have this big ball that you would like to get if you're playing mech, and so these units can be crushed pretty easily by TLO if he's getting pretty careful. Oh, but the mines of Dayshi are very painful right now. Dayshi has a very good placement of mines. As you can see, he is putting them everywhere on the map. If we consider the map control Dayshi, you may see that with the mines, you see everything that's going on. You see exactly at which point is getting attacked and what is supposed to do as a reaction. And behind that, he can take easily this base on this position. So this is an advanced position. He's not taking this third base. Why is he doing this choice? Probably because he's going on mech, and because mech is very slow and causes a lot of map control. So he used the mines to get the map control on this position and this position. And behind that is getting the middle of the map, and he can safely protect this position thanks to the Xelnaga. And after, he can take this fourth base as soon as he wants. But before that, he needs to have enough army and hold this position safely before taking this fourth base. If we look at the Zerg now, so TLO is going on very fast T3, tier 3. The Hive has been finished right now, and I think it's very interesting to put it on the third base. By the way, it's not something very common. It cannot be scanned by the Terran if it's not careful, so it doesn't have any idea of the timing of the Zerg. But the problem is that the Zerg has been really rushing his tech, and it doesn't have a lot of armies, and this is the time that Dayshi decided to push. He knows that his opponent doesn't have as big an army as he could have, so therefore he's going to scan here to be sure that he's not going to get flanked. Then he's going to take this position on the middle of the map, and is going easily to occupy his position between this third and this fourth base. TLO decided to go for Swarm Horse to break the contain as much as he can. I'm not sure if it's going to be that effective through, because he only have like 4 or 5 Swarm Horse and he doesn't have enough roaches to counter this push. But he's doing something very interestingly. He's going to open a double front and at the same time trying to temporize with his Swarm Horse while taking on Broodlords. So this push with Roach could be very devastating. If he decide to focus straight on the expansion, he could do a lot of damage. He decided to lose a little bit of time by attacking the siege tanks. At the same time, the 4 base has been fall down, and Dayshi is keep occupying this position. He could try to push a little bit, even if he's under pressure on these 3 bases. Yeah, that's what he's doing right now. So Dayshi is keep moving. He has on a scan to see what's going on. He's doing another scan to clean the Swarm Horse. At the same time, his 4 base is under attack, but has been managing to hold with some siege tanks. And as you can see, if you don't have any support units with the Swarm Horse get crushed pretty easily. But right now, the Broodlord are going to get out, and there are only tanks in this army. So the Broodlords are really going to pay for themselves in this fight. And Dayshi has no choice but to back, because he doesn't have any anti-air but this little Thor. And this 4 Marines, but it's definitely not enough. And so the Hive Cluster is going to survive, which is a very big deal, because this was all the tech of the Zerg. At the same time, this rush pressure is keep trying to put some damage on the Terran bases, but I'm not sure it's going to work. And now all these roach are doomed to death. Goodbye, little roach. Everyone loved you, but still, it's not enough. Oh, actually, these 4 are going to survive. So well played. Even if it's not that much a big deal. And still, TLO is not on a very good position. He has lost these 4 bases, while he will definitely have to keep it. And yeah, he still managed to rush on his tech, and yeah, he even got a lot of Swarm Horse. But if he's getting out of position, he could really be in trouble. So he has to be careful, because his army is very slow, and these bases could get crushed quite easily. At the same time, notice that the army of Dayshi is quite slow itself, so we'll really see how the 2 players are going to handle this. So the Swarmhost are going to put some pressure. Unfortunately, TLO doesn't have any anti-air but 2 Corruptors, so these 2 Vikings are going to have some free kill. So TLO is marching forward. He has to be very careful if he loses Swarmhost. He doesn't have any support units for the Swarmhost. Oh, the scan will be very devastating. Oh, focus fire on the Swarmhost. Very well played by Dayshi, which has been able to crush around 5 or 6 Swarmhosts, and all the Swarmhosts are completely useless right now. And Dayshi, with the scan, has been able to gain himself some time while popping more Vikings, and thanks to that, cleaning all the Broodlords. Now there are only some Swarm Horse left against some tanks. Many tanks have been lost during this fight, unfortunately for Dayshi, but still, I think that overall it has been very well handled by Dayshi. This focus fire will pay for himself, while for TLO perhaps he has been too greedy on this move. He was thinking that with 2 Broodlords it was enough to get the Terran off guard. Unfortunately, 2 Broodlords is not enough as soon as you have some Vikings around. And I think if you attack with Swarm Horse, you need like around 4 or 5 Broodlords to really be cost efficient. But right now he doesn't have any Broodlord left. He only have these Corruptors, which have no utility but to crush the Vikings. So this is definitely Vikings against Corruptors. Kind of a useless fight if you think about it. Well, not as useless for Zerg, because if there is no Vikings left, it could be able to morph Corruptors into Broodlord. If you consider the income, you will see that Terran is really flying right now. He is at 19 against 70 for the Zerg. And the Zerg still didn't rebuild these 4 bases. These 5 bases is just being produced right now, but it's definitely not enough. And I think that TLO is committing himself too much on this aggression. He really wants to put some pressure with the Swarmlords, which is the purpose of the Swarmlords, obviously. But the problem is that Okay, actually, he could allow himself to do that because the army of Dayshi is quite slow, and if Dayshi decide to counter push and attack the Swarmos can just pop off the ground and just run away because the tanks are not fast enough to catch them. But the problem is still the same. Is that the Swarmos are very vulnerable right now, and TLO doesn't have that much support units to push this attack. And all as Dayshi has to do is to hold this position, and as soon as he's got enough tanks to counter the locust, he can grab a small forces and decided to go on these 4 bases or to go for a drop or something like that. But Dayshi is not. I don't think it's his goal right now to committing that much on this. He will try to hold this position and get maxed with his mech, and as soon as he's maxed, yeah, he's going to counter attack. So this is what we're talking about. The Swarmos have been revealed and they have to run away. Oh, he's trying to take the fight with his Swarmos. That's a very bad decision because he doesn't have enough, and all the Swarmos are going to get crushed. I think. Okay, managed to save several of them, but still, there is half of his army which is procrastinating and not helping the Zerg to counter attack. And TLO is making kind of a foolish decision. He's trying to transition into Ultralight. The problem is that he doesn't have any upgrades. He should have committed on Broodlord instead of just trying to transition into Ultralight, because the Swarmos were not as efficient as could have been if there were some Broodlord in the army, and right now there are really a lot of tanks, and I'm not sure that Ultralight is going to be enough to cross this position. There are some nice blinding crowd on the tanks, and the Ultralight are really paying for their survey, inflicting severe damage to the army of the turn, but that's not enough, and there is a GG. TLO has been defeated by Dayshi. So if you were following the cup, Dayshi has been winning the first map against Liquid Zinio, and now he has won the second map against TLO. I hope you did enjoy this replay. I'm going to cast more in French and in English, so keep focusing and keep following my channel. Thank you very much, and see you very soon. Bye bye.